Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Chev. We're here back on some Modern Warfare 2 because I figured if I was gonna go and play like Texas Chainsaw or Mortal Kombat or something like that today and then spend the entire video talking about Call of Duty, people would be mad at me. So we're back here on some Call of Duty. Real quick though, I want to thank everybody for all the love and support on the videos recently. There's more info coming out about Modern Warfare 3. And also I need to say that some of the stuff that people are saying is just like flat out wrong. It's straight up wrong. Nope. Pause for a moment because I thought I had a teammate next to me, but I'm not even going to risk it. Nope, not giving him that. So if you're new here, subscribe. I upload basically every single day. Last few videos have gotten like 25,000 likes, so I appreciate it. So there's some pictures going around of the maps at the moment for Modern Warfare 3. Obviously, so they're all one-to-one remakes. Like in terms of scale, just by like looking at it, the maps themselves, it's not like a completely different scale. Everything is one-to-one. At least that's what it looked like to me. And even looking at these pictures, you can see it as well. I didn't see a ton of extra added stuff on all of the maps, but I'm sure there might be a couple changes here and there, but I'm pretty sure most lines of sight and stuff like that are the same, like generally. But what I mean by one-to-one in terms of scale, it's not like when you go from like playing Shipment on this game to Shipment on Modern Warfare 2019 to Shipment on Vanguard, how they're all Shipment, but like they're all a different scale. The boxes are bigger, there's more space in between them, stuff like that. This just looks like how it was on the original Modern Warfare 2. That's just how it looks. I need mountain kills, so obviously the lighting and stuff is a lot different, but everything looks so good. Recently, some information came out saying that there are actually doors on the map. And I can at least confirm that I have seen doors. I don't know where all of them are. I'm not counting the doors, but this is something that a lot of people are looking at like, oh, look, see, everything was too good to be true. There are doors. But it's like, dude, literally, they're just doors. I don't know what to tell you. I never really understood the whole door discourse. I'm just saying, obviously, I don't like when they change maps and stuff like that, but I don't think the door changes the map that much. I mean, you can make the argument that they do, sure, fine, but they were never like a pain point for me. I've never seen a map and then saw doors on it and was like, oh no, I hate that. It's just kind of more of like a, oh, well, I know people are gonna complain about that kind of thing whenever I see the doors, but to me, I don't really give a fuck if there are doors. I don't. Now, I'm not saying cover the map indoors or whatever, nor am I saying that the shit that I've seen has a ton of doors. There's just some doors. Can it change the flows of the map? For sure, fine, yeah, it could, but it didn't seem egregious from what I've seen. And also, another thing about the new Warzone map, there's information that came out that said, I guess the previous thing was that people were saying that it was going to be like a sand map or like a desert map or something. But it seems like that whole rumor came out of just people seeing a TAC map. They didn't see the actual map itself. Even if this map is in the Middle East, like, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's just going to be desert everywhere. There's water on this map, and it's absolutely not like the one part of the one Warzone 2 map. Here, look. The Warzone 2 map where there's like all that sand and shit, I haven't seen or heard of anything like that about this new map. The new map, from what I've seen, is like there's absolutely grass, there's absolutely trees, but it's not a forest or anything crazy like that. There's the city that has like 3 or 4 large towers in it. But understand, like, that's a whole city, right? And it's not a city surrounded by sand. It's a city that has literally, it has trees, there's grass. It's not lush, vibrant green all over the place. It's not forests all over the place, but it's typical, just, it's grass and trees. I haven't seen any sand. I've seen dirt, and I've seen like a climate where it could be considered a bit hotter, so the grass isn't like really, really tall or anything like that, but I've not seen anything that's like sand dunes and all this other shit. Like, there's water, so like, I'm on Al Mazrah right now to show people. It's more green than all of this. There's no sand dunes or anything like that from what I've seen. There's a lot of areas that are more like this, with the downtown area, areas like this, but this is usually grass and dirt. That's what I've seen. The map has a lot more grass than this. Not tall grass, not tropical, just grass, like how the grass was on Verdansk. Also, there's no giant mountain or anything that you have to scale anymore. It's just not there. But I've also seen people confidently say that dolphin diving is gone. No, dolphin diving is in the game. You can dive, you can tac sprint, you can regular tac sprint, you can slide cancel, you can literally do it all in this game. I don't know why people think that dolphin diving is gone. So yes, you have slide canceling plus dolphin diving in the game now. It has everything. From what I know, diving is absolutely in the game. So unless things change drastically, it's crazy. You just confidently speak and people believe you. It's nuts. People gotta stop. It says me, right? Oh yeah, that UFC event last night, O'Malley ended up actually getting the upset knockout over Aljamain Sterling. I'm gonna be honest though, man, I just have to say it. I'm not trying to hate, but I feel like if they ran that fight back 10 times, it does not go that way every single time. I'm just saying. But that's the way that it went. Aljamain Sterling ended up getting knocked out and finished and sniped by Sean O'Malley. It's so funny because word for word in my video yesterday, I said that there's no way that O'Malley is gonna snipe him with one shot. And to be fair, I mean, he had to hit him a lot more than one time to put him out completely, but yeah, O'Malley wins. I don't know. I think it's actually fucked up though, because all of a sudden, as soon as he won, it's so obvious the UFC wanted him to win, man. As soon as he won, the UFC goes and uploads a pay-per-view knockout knockout, which they rarely do, to push and try to make this as viral as possible. They post it on their Instagram. They posted it on every single social media that they have. They're usually real stingy with that shit. They're taking people's videos down. They want this shit to go as viral as possible because they know they'll make the most money off of O'Malley, way more than Aljamain. It's no secret they hate Aljamain. Also, Aljamain deserves a rematch, and he's not gonna get it. It's gonna be the same situation as Conor McGregor, where he ended up knocking out the GOAT featherweight, Aldo, who should absolutely have a rematch clause because he's literally the GOAT of that division at the time, and he did not get a rematch. The same thing is gonna happen to Sterling here because they're afraid that somehow Sterling could actually go and get the belt back from him. They don't want that. Immediately, you just see people sitting here throwing out all these names except the Sterling rematch. That's weird to me. I think champions that have defended the belt that much and are considered the GOAT of the weight class deserve a rematch. I don't think I'm out of line by saying that. Aljo absolutely deserves a rematch. He's not gonna get it though. He ended up calling out Cheeto, who was the last person who actually knocked out O'Malley. Now, it's not like I hate that matchup or anything. I'm down with any matchup. O'Malley is super entertaining to watch in terms of fighting. I love the style that he has. Super crispy, super clean. All the other picks I had though were right, so I mean, there's that. And again, I'm just saying, run that fight back. I don't think it happens the same way. Aljamain gave him far too much respect. I felt like I was watching Sean Strickland versus Alex Pereira. Like, why are you standing in front of him like this? Take him down. Obviously, easier said than done. Aljamain mentioned that O'Malley's footwork was really, really good. And he thought that he found people that could emulate that style of movement and shit like that in his training camp, but clearly he was wrong. O'Malley's a different level in terms of speed, quickness, crispiness, and the footwork is a huge part of why Aljamain couldn't even get to a takedown. It's not all the reason why he couldn't get the takedown, but it's definitely part of it. Don't worry about it. The whole map is not like a bunch of sand and shit like that, but the map is busy. It's not like a bunch of like big, wide open spaces. There are buildings all over the map, but it's not like it's only buildings. What I mean basically is like, I didn't see anything on the map where I was like, ooh, I wouldn't want to go and cross this area here because if people ended up started shooting at me, I'm fucked. Kind of like how Verdansk has a lot of big, flat, open spaces whenever you're trying to, like, say, go across like airfield or try to cross near the dam or anything like that. Nothing like these giant, wide open spaces where there's like no cover. Everywhere I looked, there was just something going on, whether it's trees, whether it's buildings, whether it's like some terrain moving up and down, but there's no mountains or anything like that. There's complexes and shit. There's construction. Yeah, it's not all desert. It might be based in like the Middle East or something like that, but it's not desert. There's water there and stuff, so obviously there's, I'm not gonna get into geology, but there's grass. It could absolutely be dry because the vegetation is not like giant tall grass. There's definitely hills, higher up areas of elevation of ground, but there's no giant mountain that you have to scale anymore. There's just, that's all gone. Like how Caldera was with the giant mountain in the middle, there's none of that. But all of the remakes look incredibly good. The new Warzone map, I think people will like it just generally. I think it seems like it's nice and busy. The setting doesn't seem like it's gonna get old or anything like that, or is like dull to look at. I think it looks nice. Graphically, the game looks great, obviously. I mean, it's at this level, if not a little bit better than this. Just like every Call of Duty, honestly, just year over year, there's like an upgrade of some sort. But honestly, I'm probably still not gonna play a ton of Warzone anyway. Like, still, I gotta go through all the multiplayer grind and all that stuff anyway. So in terms of the actual multiplayer maps, though, I mean, they all look great. They're one-to-one in terms of scale. And just because there are some doors doesn't mean that there are a lot of doors. So yeah, assuming that, you know, if people are talking about seeing doors on the maps and stuff like that, like Estate has doors. That would be an obvious map that has doors on it, right? Because you got the buildings that have the doors. Favela is another map that does have doors on it. But again, it's just, it's not that big of a deal to me. It's just, it's not. It doesn't ruin the map by any means. Obviously, people are gonna play the maps a lot different than they used to years ago with or without the doors. But I'd say it has just about as many doors as this game, where there are doors, but it's not like Modern Warfare 2019 doors. You know what I mean? But yeah, just letting you guys know. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. And yeah, it's been Jeb, guys. Later.